Hi, welcome to another episode, a very special episode of the GunWriterTV. We have Dave Pfeiffer and Pete Skokos along with co-host Mike Young.
Howdy.
And you guys are the brains behind what used to be a local affiliate of Operation Second Chance, which has now become Operation Patriot Support. And we're sponsoring the third annual Florida Fun Shoot, which benefits wounded veterans, and that's coming up February 19th. First of all, this is the best shoot I've ever been. This is the third annual. I went to 1 and 2, and I got to tell you, brother, it is a great time.
It'll be my first time.
But
so
first of all, tell me
forward
about, oh, I know, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's addicting as hell. Tell us how we went from Operation Second Chance, Sarasota chapter, to Operation Patriot Support, and why.
Well, we've been doing the shoot, as you know, for the last 2 years, and we've been doing everything through Operation Second Chance as one of the primary beneficiaries.
Which is located in Maryland.
Located in Maryland, and they are the 501c3 that we get all the tax deductibility through, and it had, you know, it increased a little bit their expense ratio because we're running all our expenses through them as well.
Okay.
Plus, we wanted some flexibility to be able to do some other things in terms of being a little more local.
Right.
And just, you know, being able to benefit other folks and other organizations that we come across during the year.
Now, Operation Second Chance, I got to say, is a national nonprofit for wounded veterans that other wounded veteran nonprofits aspire to be.
Yes.
It's pretty much a one-woman op run by Cindy McGrew, and she turns over like what, ungodly
over 90%.
Over 90% of the money.
Yeah. And like Pete said, that's one of the biggest reasons we wanted to be able to get our expenses away from their overhead.
Not hurting that bottom line.
It was messing with their ratios.
Yeah, like a little bit.
Yeah. And now we're local. You can go to operationpatriotsupport.org, and that's got all the information on the shoot. And I highly recommend everybody seeing this go out and shoot. It's February 19th. There's still time to sign up. There's still time to become a sponsor. And last year, I got to shoot with Sergeant First Class Joe Kapp, who many of you may know. He's written a really great book, did 6 tours in Afghanistan as a ranger, got his leg blown off below the knee, got a prosthetic, requalified as a ranger, went back and kicked ass for 4 more tours. And I don't know if he's coming or not, but these are the caliber of guys that you get to shoot with out there. And it's just an incredible, it was colder than hell last year.
It was.
This year it's not going to be.
No.
It's 84 degrees on Christmas Day.
Exactly. It is a fun chance to interact with our wounded veterans and our wounded warriors. What else we got on tap for the shoot? I know you got a lot of prizes.
There's a lot of prizes, a lot of gun giveaways, raffles. We give away quail hunts, fishing trips, hog hunts, and a lot of those hunts you can take veterans with you.
Oh,
it's a great experience. Pete and I have taken several vets quail hunting before. It's a great experience to spend time with those guys.
I like how you guys started this. This idea to support veterans came during your what?
Well, Dave and I have had a men's Bible study group for about 15 years, and we've always wanted to reach out and do more for the community, and we both had a passion for veterans, so we decided to figure out a way to do that, and we tried to get involved with another national organization. Didn't get any traction doing that.
Didn't get any callbacks.
No callbacks. So I was at a barbecue with sitting at the table with Kevin Kinney, and
retired Sarasota County Sheriff's Office major.
He flew the helicopter for the sheriff's department.
Also retired from the Army.
Yep.
Right.
Warren off.
A helo pilot.
Yes, and he was telling me about Operation Second Chance and how great it was. And I said, well, how do I get involved? And he said, well, consider yourself involved.
You're involved.
I mean, what do you want?
You're on the board too.
Yeah, what do you want to do? So the first thing we did, we took a vet fishing. First time he'd ever been offshore fishing. Had a ball, just great. Like Dave said, spending time with him, talking to him. Every one of these guys and gals you meet are humble.
Yeah.
They just they don't regret anything they've done. They wish they could be doing it to this day. They want to be back over serving.
I interviewed 6 of them at last year's shoot, and every one of them said, I mean, half of them are missing chunks.
Yeah.
I wish I was back.
Yep.
I wish I was back. I have no regrets.
Absolutely.
My only regret is I can't serve anymore.
And see that in a 25-year-old or 27, it's good. It's really good to see for our country.
Yeah, their attitude about life in general is just phenomenal.
I talk to one every day.
Yeah.
Every day I talk to one.
Yeah.
Lives with me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, in addition to benefiting Operation Second Chance and Operation Patriot Support, this will also go to a nonprofit up at McDill, right? Black Dagger Hunt Club.
Yes, and that organization, if you look at their website, they a lot of these guys and gals, they grew up hunting and fishing. Yeah. So when they get wounded, they lose an arm or a leg or both legs or both arms, they feel like that hobby's done. Black Dagger specializes in taking these guys and girls hunting, from Mike Jernigan, who's totally blind, to paraplegics who have to blow through a tube to pull the trigger.
Wow.
You know, other than Black Dagger, I'm not sure who else would be able to support that kind of a.
You're talking some specialized gear.
Absolutely, and you know, everybody's, you know, it's nonprofit, all volunteers, they don't get paid. So, but to these guys, they, you know, they love hunting, and to be able to restore that is just, it's quality of life.
And Black Dagger also does quite a bit for families too. Right now they've got an Operation Blackbeard going on right now where they're taking Gold Star children, and they've taken them out for a weekend of hunting, shooting, this kind of stuff. And they've raised a lot of money, and they're raising money for scholarships for these Gold Star kids too. So it is a phenomenal organization.
We're also benefiting Pause for Patriots, guidedogs.org. Tell me about them.
Yeah, out of Southeastern Guide Dogs, Mike Jernigan, the Marine I mentioned, who's totally blind, co-founded that, and they provide service dogs for veterans, for various, you know, either if you're blind, for, you know, guide dogs or PTSD.
Companion dogs.
The whole thing. And Marcus Luttrell got his dog from Southeastern Guide Dogs.
Yeah.
So it's a nationwide organization.
And it's headquartered here.
Here in Palmetto. Yep.
Now you have some special guests already signed up to attend. I'm sorry, the most special guests that we could possibly
Yeah,
have.
you tell them about that.
We have Medal of Honor recipients that are going to be there. We have one
goosebumps,
committed
man.
already.
Exactly.
It is. It's easy to get that. It really is. One's committed already. We have hopes of at least 2 more coming, and even more than that if we can get them.
Wow.
But and these guys are dedicated to helping. It's just schedules, just getting schedules worked out that they can come. But phenomenal group that we're going to have there. We're also going to have Gold Star mothers there from the Maryland branch, from Pennsylvania, and also from Tampa.
I've only met one Medal of Honor winner in my life, and they're very special people. Obviously, there's an aura, like a halo around them. There's no describing it. That right there, just having one Medal of Honor recipient is reason to come out and support the shoot, much less if we're going to have more than one. And they are going to be on Team Lee, I assume, shooting with Mike and I.
Those are up for grabs. How about that?
Okay, well, they'll be on Team Lee. I'll make sure of that. Now, you have prizes and you have sponsors, but we can always use more.
Yes.
Definitely sponsors, and if you can't make it to the event and you are not able to shoot, you know, then continue to sponsor. There's station sponsorships. You can simply donate. You can support others by donating a team for other veterans to shoot. You can support police units to shoot, firemen.
And we have a few people with FFLs who tune in. I'm sure we could use more guns for donations.
Right now, I'm going to pledge to you. We do a class in our shop called Build an R.
Oh,
I'm going to pledge to you a class. So whoever
that's
wins
great.
is going to come down and build an AR-15.
And I've done stories on that
Awesome.
class.
Fabulous.
And that is
Thank you
an
very much.
incredible offer, Mike.
Yeah.
Not only do they walk away from this class with an AR, but they get an armorer's
They know how to
certificate.
do it.
They put it together.
That's
with,
great.
with
Great.
Mike.
Yep.
I like that myself.
Thank you,
Yes.
brothers. Yeah, I know.
We can bid on all the things, right?
Mike, thank you.
Yes,
That's
thank you
huge.
very
Yes.
much.
We'll have
That's
to
huge.
put the screws to, talk to other dealers.
That's a challenge.
It's a challenge. Beat that. I know you've got plenty of guns lined up, but that's what the veterans want.
Yes.
And having been there for 2 years, when a veteran wins a gun, be it a shotgun or an AR or a handgun, it's a pretty special deal.
It is.
It is.
It is.
And we've been real fortunate. We gave away AR and there is a sponsorship dinner that we should talk about too real quick.
Right.
But sponsorship dinner the night before. So if you do sponsor a team, then you're invited to the sponsorship dinner. We have special raffles for that. Last year we gave away a high-end AR,
Oh, very nice one.
couple pistols. There were some
Tell them
absolutely.
about the box with the
Yeah,
ensemble.
the
Yeah.
awesome
It was-
auction items. They got Bin Laden. The Stars and Stripes had a picture of him, and I believe the caption underneath was "Got him." And they had the Stars and Stripes cover, They had the unit coins for most of the units that were involved in the operation.
Including the Sealeys.
Framed, yes, and all that stuff. And it was auctioned off, and it rose a great deal of money for us.
That's great.
Also had a flag that was flown on a battle patrol in Afghanistan, came back and was flown over MacDill. They had the certificates for all of that, auctioned that off. At the event, Mike Day was with us last year. We should mention something about Mike. Mike's a Navy SEAL who was on a team that went in to get some Al-Qaeda guys that had just shot down a Marine helicopter. When he walked in the room, 12 by 12 room, he was shot 27 times.
And he put every bad guy down.
Put 4 bad guys down, cleared the rest of the house, walked himself out to the medevac.
Diesel.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah. These are the kind
The
of
real
guys
deal.
that show
Yeah.
up.
The real deal.
Yeah.
And Mike Day gave us a UDT T-shirt from his team, signed, autographed. We had his coins around it, pictures of Mike in it, and auctioned that off. And those are the types of things. These are one-of-a-kind things that you can't get anywhere
So
else.
bring money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this year, tell them about the flag we have this year.
We have, so far we have a flag this year that was donated by 2 veterans, Vietnam-era veterans. The flag was flown over the Capitol building on July 4th, 2004. These 2 veterans put this whole thing together. They've got the flag in a beautiful box, presentation for us, and we're going to auction that off for us.
And all the money goes to great causes.
Yes.
And that's the
We're
most.
we're all volunteers, you know, 100% of what we raise after, you know, minimal expenses for getting guns and things like that all gets donated. So in the last 2 years, we've raised and donated over $75,000 to veteran-related
And
causes.
that's what needs to be pointed out too. Be it when you were Operation Second Chance and now that you're Operation Patriot Support, you don't have any full-time employees.
No.
You guys
No.
are running this whole show and organizing this whole thing as volunteers.
Yes.
And you should be commended for that.
Well, it's not just Pete. We have a great team of
And they
volunteers, and including Kevin Kinney, who
Yes.
is also still involved with Operation Second Chance. But Kevin
He's on the board.
is on the
Yes.
board for Operation Patriot Support, and we have Tim Smith, a veteran. We have several of Pete's employees, our employees that are going through this, but a lot of volunteers, and including a lot of veterans. There's a lot of guys that come in that Kevin brought with him from Sarasota County Sheriff's Department that are involved in this.
And this will be at Ancient Oak Gun Club, which
Yes.
is out on State Route 64. And Ancient Oak, I'm sure, has given us a heck of a deal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Always have.
Good place to shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Veteran-owned too. you know. Well, thanks guys for coming.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate
Thanks for having
it.
us.
And
Thanks,
we will
Lee.
see you
Great to meet-
later.
thank you
If
for
you're a
that
dealer, you'll
generous
get a
offer.
phone
That's great.
call.
You bet.
Thank you, Mike.
God bless, long live the Republic, and keep your powder dry.